A lot has been sort of written and discussed about Owen Morris's brickwalling technique. That
Mm.
apparently, when he got hold of, definitely maybe because it had had so many different sort of aborted sessions with different producers, and then Owen took the final sort of tapes that they were happy with and basically just turned everything up to 11. Now, is that a sort of apocryphal or is that real, do you think? I mean, I know from editing audio on the podcast, when I'm putting in a song from the first sort of two or three Oasis albums, it tends to just be a block of audio. Whereas when you put in a song from another band, there's lots of peaks and troughs in sound. I mean, so just from literally from that, it does feel true. But I mean, is there something specifically different that Owen did with that technique that affected your work?
Yeah. Um, Owen went into Johnny Marr's studio, and in that studio there was a DAT machine, a digital audio tape machine, a thing called a Brickwall limiter on it, which meant that you couldn't record above maximum. And so Owen drove his mixes quite hard into this DAT machine. And that's how he got more volume in his mixes. And then when he came in to do the mastering with me at Abbey Road, we repeated that kind of thing because there were no digital limiters back then. There was one kind of not very good early limiter in the mastering room. But basically, as he was sitting next to me and we were making changes at every opportunity, we were either going through the analog compressors or through this sort of digital limiter outboard thing and gradually increasing the amount of volume at each time. And then when we'd done, digital copies were made, and they were sent out to the territories, and it was Sony in America that were putting out the Oasis songs. And there was an engineer working in Sony's studio in New York, a chap called Vlado Meller, who's a mastering engineer. And he got in touch with his contemporary in the UK, a chap called Ray Staff, who was at Sony Studios. And Ray taught me to master. So he phoned me up and said, I've just had Vlado on the phone, wants to know what the hell you've done because it just looks like blocks. I went, I did what the band wanted. And then, within 6 months, Vlado was doing exactly the same thing, if not more.
Really?
And so it all kind of, took off from there.